number one. Number two is going to be what? It's going to be your training. Your training should consist of both what? Cardio as well as resistance training. Do understand the important component of cardio at the end of the day is heart health. Do understand if you are really looking to reduce the body fat, you need to combine cardio with strength training. Check this out. Once we start incorporating that strength training, we can use a technique, something simple. We can do push, we can do pull, we can do legs. And this is something that you can dedicate 3 days out of that week. Push is going to be chest, triceps, and shoulders. Pull is going to be back and biceps. And then guess what? When we hit legs, we hitting calves, hamstrings, quads, and glutes. Outside of the other 2 days, we just need to focus on cardio. What's going to happen within this process if we stay consistent, if we nourish the body properly, and if we maximize our recovery, then guess what? What's going to happen? We are going to start dropping in the body fat. I need you to listen, big dog. We got locks and dubs. You need to open up them ears. You need to turn this motherfucker up, because I definitely just went over what strength training is. I just gave you push, pull, and legs. Turn this motherfucker up. I'm giving you straight facts, no gimmicks. Remember, I'm talking about going this the natural route. We ain't chugging a bunch of motherfucking protein shakes. We ain't drinking a bunch of motherfucking creatine. How we gonna do this is by implementing a balanced diet from nutrition. That's one. Second, when we go to the gym, based upon how many days we are willing to commit, we're going to implement some type of system that's going to incorporate strength training as well as cardio. Last but not least, we need to maximize our recovery. So I'm going to go down each one real quick so you can get a full understanding. Like I said, turn this up, and if you have questions, drop your questions below. So check this. The first thing and the main reason why nutrition is important, because it covers a lot of aspects of our life. First reason why nutrition is important, because nutrition dictates how you perform, dictates your energy levels. It dictates at the end of the day your recovery as well, because if you don't nourish the body properly after you put it through all of this bullshit when you go to the gym, because remember, when we're in the gym and we're training, we are breaking our bodies down. What we need to understand is with the proper nourishment, this is going to help the body recover effectively. A lot of us keep thinking, oh, you know, I'm in a caloric deficit. I want the six pack. I want to lose the weight. Let me barely eat, which can be a problem. If you're not nourishing the body properly, do understand the body can't grow effectively or recover effectively. I don't give a shit how amazing your workouts are. If you're not recovering the body properly, and if you're not nourishing the body properly, you will start to stagnate in results. There's no way around this, you all. So remember, big takeaways with the nutrition. For one, nutrition is going to do what? Nutrition affects our performance. There's no way around that. If you don't nourish the body properly, you will suffer throughout your workouts. We see it all the time. Lack of hydration, what happens? You feel lethargic. You're fatiguing throughout your workout. And I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how conditioned you are. If you don't hydrate or nourish the body, the workout will suffer. Once again, when it comes down to the recovery aspect, do understand that how we nourish our bodies after our workouts are going to be extremely important, because this, at the end of the day, is doing what? Is helping nourish the body to recover in the right ways. Like I told you before, you are breaking the body down when you train, when you work out, right? It says, what does it matter to eat breakfast before or after the workout? It's optional. Depends on the lifestyle, what you're looking for out of your workouts. So that's optional. Some of those things, eating before a workout, optional. You do need to refuel the body after the workout. I don't give a shit if you're trying to lose weight. I don't care if you're trying to gain muscle. Every time you finish working out, you should refuel the body. A great example of this is Look at your workout like a NASCAR, right? NASCAR, you on a track, you're doing 120 miles an hour. I don't give a shit if it's the practice run or this is a run. Once you do all of that lapping, driving, and etc., you're going to need new tires, you're going to need gas, brakes, so on and so forth. Do understand you need to refuel the body after the workout because of all of the fuel you burned off. And that's another reason why you'll see throughout some of the workouts, for some of us, everybody can't handle fasted workouts. Some of us need to actually eat during the workout sometimes. So do understand those things are optional in regards to your lifestyle and can your body handle these things. Great example with the fasted. Not everybody's body can handle fasted workouts. You might have to work in too. But at the end of the day, do me a favor and make sure you are refueling the body after your workouts. I don't give a shit if you're trying to lose weight, and I don't care if you're trying to gain weight. You should be refueling your body after your workouts. Another thing we need to pay attention to is training. I'm tired of a lot of people telling y'all. The people that's telling y'all that the training don't matter, the ones with the shitty body. Do understand, in order to get a nice physique, you need to be strategic about how you train. There's no way around this. The training is what's building the physique to look a certain way. So your exercise selection is going to dictate at the end of the day, once the body has gotten acclimated to what you've done, this is what's going to build the shaping of your physique. My shoulders look like this because how my shoulder training is. My chest looks like this is because how I train my chest. My arms look like this, not just because of the recovery process, not just because of proper nourishment, but also because of what? How I train my body. So one thing I do need y'all to not slip on is being strategic about implementing the right training program. Very important to understand this. And how do we know if we're implementing the right training program? We know if we're implementing the right training program based upon what we do, how we document, and what we see from months on end is going to dictate what's working and what's not working. But do understand there's a combination of ingredients, and the ingredients are your nourishment, recovery, and your training. Like I told you before, when it comes down to what you should do, there's no one size fits all hat when it comes down to achieving a six-pack. You can achieve it so many different ways, There's so many different styles of training. What I highly recommend when it comes down to picking the style that works best for you is pick things that you can be consistent with, things that you enjoy, things that you can commit to. Because at the end of the day, if you do things that you can be consistent with, it's a lot easier to get what you want out of your workouts. Because when that challenge occurs, the excitement, the thrill that you get from doing something you enjoy, it's a lot easier to kind of get over those little humps when it comes down to achieving your body. Remember, drop your questions if you have questions, because I'm about to go over a lot of stuff right now. So do understand that the working out is going to be extremely important. Like I told you before, my bicep shows like this because of what? How I train my biceps. My triceps show like this because of what? How I train my triceps. So be very strategic about what? Your exercise selection when it comes down to developing and building the body. The third ingredient we're going to talk about is what? Recovery. A lot of people miss how important recovery is. Mainly for my people that keep telling me I don't need no motherfucking sleep. For those who don't want to sleep, I want you to understand you cannot operate effectively, mentally or physically at high levels with sleep depression. If you are sleep deprived, the body cannot operate at high levels. So we're going to use something as simple as an iPhone, right? If I half-ass charge my iPhone, right? And I go about my day, meaning I start my day and my phone is on 20%, but I got a lot of shit to do and I ain't got no charger. Do understand, I get on the phone, I start surfing the internet and all this other stuff, what's going to happen with the phone? The phone is going to burn out fast. You're going to lose more battery the more you do on your phone. So the one thing about the body that we need to understand about the body is, unfortunately, the body, unlike other devices, that once it's unplugged, it's going to shut off. Like the car, once you ain't got gas, it's going to shut off. Same thing with the phone. Once you ain't got no battery life, what's going to happen? It's going to shut off. The body doesn't work like that. It takes a lot for the body to officially shut down in reality. And in 9 out of 10, when your body shuts down, you ain't going to be able to recover in a time frame that you thought you're going to be able to recover, because your body going to let you know, I need a little bit more recovery. That 4 hours or 6 hours of sleep that you thought you was going to be cool with, I need 10 real quick. So do me a favor and understand that you cannot effectively grow your body in the right ways if you do not give it the adequate amount of rest that it needs. Do understand this. And I'm gonna give you a great example of why these things are important. We're gonna use bodybuilders as a great example. Bodybuilders have phenomenal ass motherfucking physiques. When they're going on stage, the bodybuilders trying to be at the lowest body fat percentage they motherfucking possibly can. If we look at their prep work from start to finish, and I'm gonna tell you why these things are important. These 3 ingredients are very important because of these things. Do understand the training is going to be important, because what? The training at the end of the day, like I told you before, is building the physique. That's why your physique is shaping the way it does, because of the leg exercises